the 5th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me.
Alright, there's a bunch of backstory here, but let me just paraphrase it for you. Once upon a time, Mario was a little baby on Yoshi's Island, and the Yoshis kind of carried him around because they thought he was a pretty cool guy, and they threw eggs at shit, and it was fucking tripping balls, and Bowser was there, and he was a little baby, but he couldn't be kicked in the nuts because his testicles hadn't descended yet, so really, what was the point? I don't know. Anyway, enough of that. Here we go. But seriously, like, this game is so pastel. But, you know, it ain't a bad game. I mean, it could certainly be a little gooder, but, you know, far be it from me to judge a game based merely on its, you know, graphical merits. Yeah, I'm just saying shit for the sake of saying it. I'm sure y'all have caught on to that by now, but still, you know, it sounds good. Sounds good to me on paper, even though I'm saying it out loud. Alright, they should have named this level Shit Eggs, Throw Eggs, because Yoshi, being canonically male, lacks the reproductive organs necessary to generate eggs, but, you know, I'm really not going to go into it right now because, you know, the whole implications behind that is just, I wouldn't be able to sleep. I'd have fucking nightmares. So, let's just get on with it. This is some Bob Ross shit here in this game. This is some happy white man afro shit going on. But not too bad. Nice change of pace. You know, you don't want all your games to be too grim dark. You can have some nice colorful game with some solid egg throwing action. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I supposed to be saying something right now? Each peach, pear plum. How's that sound, motherfucker? Ooh, speaking of peaches, like, playing this game will make you a little hungry because you're basically watching Yoshi run around eating the most shit that's ever been, so it's not a game you would want to play without having something on hand, like maybe a bag of bugles, or, you know, you could get you some of them pizza bagel bites, because when pizza is on a bagel, you know, you don't have to worry about what time of day it is to enjoy it. I think that's how the commercial went. I might be paraphrasing. But yeah. Son, I wouldn't really eat Cheetos while I was playing it because you'd get orange powdery shit all over the controller. Maybe if you, like, took the Cheetos bag and as you were playing the game, you just kind of dumped them in your mouth and ate them that way so you didn't have to physically touch them, you'd be, you know, safe from the cheese residue, but still, it's not a route I'd take. Stick with some Pringles or something simple like that, you know. Don't go too elaborate when you're eating and playing at the same time. Also, Yoshi just turned into a fucking helicopter, goddamn. Seriously, I mean, I'll believe, like, my suspension of disbelief will allow me to believe Italian Plumber Brothers from Brooklyn. Oh, fucking Crime Baby, that was a good gameplay design. That won't get tiring. But anyway, two brothers from Brooklyn, Mushroom Kingdom, eat mushrooms, get big, shoot fire flowers, reptiles, etc. Like, no problem. But, I mean, just turning into a fucking helicopter, that just seems kind of out there. I don't know. I mean, I'm not Shigeru Miyamoto. At least as far as I know, I'm not. I'd imagine that we aren't very similar people. But you never know. I mean, I've never been photographed in the same room as him, so always that little hint, you know, that little chance that maybe. But, you know, I'm getting ahead of myself. But yeah, this game, it's not, I mean, I know it's the sequel. God damn, I hit the fucking chatter block. Fucking never shut up. It's like the sequel to Super Mario World, but it's not really like a Mario game in that it doesn't have a bunch of warp zones and shit to skip half the game so I can just power level to the end of it. Also, Crying Baby, son, I'm telling you, game of the year. I'm gonna make a game called Go Into the Stove, and the entire game is you pushing your, like, 4-month-old child around in a shopping cart while it screams and cries and everybody looks at you like they hate you and want you dead. Son, I'll incorporate some waggle control in it too. Like you shake the controller to shake the baby to try and make it stop crying. Yeah, I know, it's terrible, so I don't give a fuck what you think. I don't give one half of two fucks, to tell you the truth, if I had to quantify it using some sort of equation. If X equaled the amount of fuck I gave, then X would equal 0, which I would divide by, because I can. Also, they should have hired the guy that announces soccer games to yell goal at the end of the stage, because it would have been amazing, and it would have made, you know, it would have been very funny, and I would have seen what they did. As you can see, I'm not trying to collect any of this shit. I'm just power leveling through, son. I'm just grinding through. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Alright, here's the fort of Big Fat Pants Man, or Bert, as he's known to his friends. You know, I didn't want to bust out his nickname like that. It would be so informal. Luckily, this level has a shortcut in it that we can utilize, so that we don't have to give shit about anything. We can just fucking run to the end of it. Here we go. It doesn't leave me with much to talk about, does it? I'll talk about that movie, Back to the Future. I fucking love that movie. I might just stop playing and watch it right now. Wouldn't that be just a delight? Anyway, I heard they're remaking that, and if they do, I'm gonna feel terrible, and I might cry. So please don't be around me when I find out, because it'll be very emasculating. Yeah. Son, it's time for my favorite part of the game, petty vandalism. Oh, here you go, fucker. Have an egg. They're incredible and also edible at the same time. I know it's unlikely, but it's true. Alright. Grab us 2 tree eggs here to DPS the boss with. And get past these fuckers and jump through the Olympic ring here. Get the gold. Tanya Harding. She got hit in the knee with a pipe. Did she? I don't remember. One of them got hit in the knee and one of them orchestrated the knee hitting, but I didn't give enough of shit to recognize who was who. Just you know what I'm talking about. So fuck you. Why have I got to explain it? Well, that's a big motherfucker, but the bigger they are, the harder they get hit in the fucking face with eggs. Do you remember the commercial for this game? It was like a big fat guy in a diner eating until he literally exploded and his guts and innards flew everywhere. Like, what the hell was Nintendo thinking advertising the game in such a manner? Also, Crying Baby, it's very, very, very entertaining. I see what they did. It is very exquisite. One more egg, you motherfucker. That's right, you dickless faggot. Get the fuck out of here. I've put up with your bullshit for entirely too long. Yoshi's so tickled.